morning, Jess. How are you today?
It's one of those mornings, but at least it's 4:20.
Exactly, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Happy 420, everybody. Um, did we all leave our milk and cookies out for Willie last night? We left our milk and cookies out for Willie last night. I'm trying to get this shared out everywhere we're supposed to be sharing, which isn't a whole lot now, but um,
It is what it is.
it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do to protect yourself, man. I guess it's just the way to put it out there.
Protect your energy and
So I will tell you, let me correct myself. I believe I told you that Mr. Jeremy York, the Things Network founder and paranormal team, owner of the Things Paranormal team, will be on Ask Madam Monday night, not Thursday night.
gotcha.
So that'd be an exciting show for everybody to tune in. So make sure y'all watch Ask Madam Monday night at 7, isn't it? I'm sorry, it's early and I don't know my time. I don't even know where I'm at yet.
I haven't been to sleep, so my
I
brain cell.
slept,
I'm just
but
hoping my
not
two brain cells will rub fast enough together to give me a little friction.
right. I slept, but my brain was still working all night long in my sleep. So you know how that is. You don't really sleep because your brain is working.
Between me being on these steroids and the stresses that have been going on, it just could not even settle down. So
Yeah, I can't even blame steroids, but I can blame Starbucks coffee, and then let me go to class last night and top it off with a Wicked from Books, Beans, and Candles.
they have
And
such good coffee.
yes, and then you have that Wicked, and I'm sitting there drinking it at 6 o'clock, going, um, I am not gonna sleep tonight. And then yeah, get home and the added stress with all the bullshit, and here we are, just struggling to stay awake Wednesday morning on Cauldrons and Coffee.
Yep.
So how's everyone doing this morning? I see Tom. I feel like what was that show when we were a kid where she romper room where she'd look through the looking her little mirror and say, "I see Lenny and I see Jess and I see Terry, I see Tom, I see Bridget." So um I can't even remember. I went to share this. I guess yes, I did share it on my personal page. I go share it on the spirit page.
Oh
So
goodness.
it is 420, and Jess and I did talk a little bit about talking about what herbs would you mix in with your weed if you were, gonna mix. Happy 420, Tom. I know you don't celebrate that way, but thank you for
Yeah,
wishing us blessings.
I am a big supporter of mixing other herbs in with your herb. I always first thing I do is mix it all up with my herbs that I use because, and I've done a lot of research into, because every herb, not only do they have, of course, the metaphysical properties, and that's usually what we witches look at, but they
Right.
also
Happy
have,
420, Emerus. Welcome to the
yes,
show.
they also they have medicinal properties, they have um, chemical properties, and I specifically choose the ones I choose because they work with the weed. One of the ones that I choose tends to make your high last longer. Another one tends to make your high stronger. So in the end, I can take about an eighth and end up with well over a quarter worth to smoke.
Ah,
So
so tell us, what do you mix with your herbs, and what effects do they have?
let's see. Let me pull up my list.
I'm doing good, Emrys. We miss you in class. Um, you should come back. He's still letting people in that didn't even begin with us, so you should jump on in there with us.
So I do alternate with some of the herbs a lot. I don't always use the exact same herbs. I don't always use the exact same um, quantities.
Right. Did you
But
base that depending on the strength of your weed? Or do you
sometimes I
base it?
do. Sometimes I base it on the strength of the weed, but sometimes I also base it on whatever I really need myself. Like this time when I did my mix, I went real heavy on the herbs that are really good for your respiratory system because I was so sick.
Right.
And to be honest, up until I finally went to the doctor, when I would smoke my weed mix, that is the only thing that gave me any relief because it actually helped clear some of the stuff that
Right.
was in my
Right.
chest.
Yeah, help break some of
So
that stuff up.
I vary it basically. One of the things I always add, and this one is really important to say. First off, if you are pregnant, trying to become pregnant, nursing, don't do it. I always add mugwort, but it is an abortifactant. I can't get pregnant. I have had surgeries to make sure that is not happening.
Right.
So I don't have to worry about it, but other people do. But it's really good for menstrual health and the health of your reproductive organs. But it also has historically been used for astral projection and dream journeys. So it tends to
Yes.
be hallucinogenic.
Cool. Right. And welcome to the show, Miss Rosie Page.
Yeah, hello.
We appreciate having you in the audience in light of recent activities. So yeah, we do appreciate you being here. Um, and yes, Emrys, we'd love to have you back. It's been an interesting start to level four so far. I'll just say that it's been interesting. um,
Mm,
and the interest continues to build there too. I don't know how much more pressure. I do feel like a pressure cooker, that's starting to boil. How they start to whistle, and it gets louder and louder. That's kind of where I'm at. Good morning, Amanda Michelle Wilson. How are you doing this morning? Again, happy
man,
420 to everybody. If you've got it, fire it up and light it up now and celebrate. And don't forget to, praise Willie Nelson while you're doing it.
yep.
Send a hit to Uncle Willie. I don't know if y'all heard, but I got my husband here in the background saying, "Okay." He's celebrating 420. I imagine we'll celebrate 420 hard today.
I imagine I will too.
Lenny's over here mumbling, and tomorrow, the day after, and the day after.
Yeah.
Willie has been freed. Officially, Willie is freed. Um, yeah, excuse me. I woke up later than normal than I usually do when we do this show, and I haven't had time to cough up all the nightly allergy pollen crap that settles in my sinuses. Um, Rosie, I'm not doing coffee this morning, but I do have green, my jasmine blossom green tea, which is pretty hard core like coffee. So after all the coffee I had yesterday and the lack of sleep last night, I figured it was a green tea kind of morning, something to really kick my ass because I know construction is going to start in the house again. We've had a few days off. My husband had doctor's appointments and stuff we had to attend to, so he's had a few days off, and I know that my dad will be here today, and all that's going to start again.
Whew. So one of the other herbs that I add in is Damiana leaf. Do you know what that one's for?
I do not, and I'm glad that you said that because in our class last night, that project I've told you a little bit about, and I apologize that I can't share that with everybody now, but after we're done with that, I'll be able to share more about it. Um, but somebody had brought that up to use because we're doing the ritual for it Monday night, or I mean next Tuesday in class. Someone had brought up that herb to use in our uh
Hi, Dara.
meditation tea. So definitely tell me about it so that way I can cheat on homework. Not really, but
You want to know what it's good for, Terry?
what's it good for?
It's an aphrodisiac.
Oh,
Good for the sex drive. I have two cats, Rosie, but what you're hearing, the squeaking, is actually a mouse running on a wheel.
good morning, Dara.
I breed mice. So yes, Damiana leaf for the sex drive. I add it as well.
um, Now do you
And
know
all my
anything?
herbs, and all my
Oh,
herbs come from Books, Beans, and Candles, by the way.
well, of course. I need to talk to Mitchell. No, I'm not expecting him to pay us, but I guess he should know that we're plugging the hell out of him all the time on the
Yeah.
show. Maybe we should start telling people if you go to Books, Beans, and Candles, tell them we sent you and tell Mitchell to start documenting it. How many people are coming in because Jess and I told them to go.
We'll give everybody a secret password. The secret password is Pastafarian, the
Yeah.
the flying spaghetti monster religion. Pastafarian. Go tell them Pastafarian.
Yeah, just everybody start showing up at Books, Beans, and Candles and seek out Mitchell and tell him Pastafarian.
Yeah.
And and he's then just tell him that Jess Beauregard and Terry Wilson told you to do it, and let's see how long it takes him to go. What the fuck?
I love my look. There's a reason that Dara and she's my cousin. We're so close because we're just same wavelength. Just go up there. You don't even have to say Jess and Terry sent you. Just
No,
go up there
just say
and just say
Pastafarian.
Pastafarian and then walk away. Like that's it. Just walk away. And we're gonna wait a little while and then we're gonna go. We're gonna let him know.
Yeah, I don't know that he even
Oh.
knows that I've plugged, or that we're plugging this show every time we go live because he's in our opener.
Oh yeah, that's true. He is in our intro. I forgot about that.
Yep, that was a really cool picture, showing downtown Birmingham and stuff. And so, yeah, I asked Rosie to put that in there for us. And so, yeah, we're plugging him every time we go live. And everybody always talks about how great our opening is. Again, thank you, Rosie Page, for that. Um,
Yes.
so, uh,
So next herb, skullcap. Do we know what it's for?
I did do some research on skullcap when I was back in level one because we had to do some tea, and skullcap was one of the herbs that we were looking at. Um, is skullcap not to help like just relaxation
It
and like
helps reduce anxiety and helps with insomnia.
meditation?
Yep.
Yeah, helps get you in a meditative state.
Yep. Yep. That's one of them. And
Hell yes, Dara. Large scale prank.
large scale.
Large scale.
Like I'm talking, if y'all are not from here and you order online, in the notes on your order, I want you to simply
Decide
type Pastafarian.
Pastafarian.
That's it. I'm talking. Let's take it to the corners of the country.
Right, to all edges of the universe. Even if y'all just send Mitchell a message and say
Send Facebook messages. Pastafarian.
Pastafarian.
That would be Mitchell Haygood on Facebook.
Books, beans, and candles, metaphysical
That's
shop.
his logo. That
Yeah,
his
yeah.
icon is the logo.
Yes.
Oh
um,
Lord.
I want to see how funny this is going to get.
Oh,
I might get reprimanded in class, but
it'll be
he's
hashtag worth it.
exactly hashtag worth it.
Yeah, and so if you get reprimanded, that's what you're going to hashtag worth it. It's like that's your protection sigil from now. Okay.
I'll definitely have to let the other classmates know because some of them work in the shop, so it'd be
Mhm.
funny if they could report back to us and tell us.
Don't. Oh
I
my
mean,
God, he just stuck a pickled okra in my face. I'm gonna commit murder.
ew, who eats pickled okra at
I don't know. Hand me
7:25
the
in the
jar.
morning?
Hand me the jar.
Gross.
Hey, I'm not gonna eat any. Trust me. Hand me the jar.
Letty's in here about to gag.
And oh, oh.
Jess and I are both lucky that this morning and
When I
blessed
say
to have.
pickled okra, I am not joking.
Ew, gross.
This is jar
Nasty.
number what? 4?
Jess and I are both
How many
blessed to have
jars?
our husbands with us this
6.
morning.
That's 6 jars in the past what? 2 weeks? Yeah.
Ooh, William.
Hey, Willem.
Lenny says hello. He says hi. Yeah, William.
He says
He's
hi
on a night shift
back.
tonight. He's on night shift
Oh,
tonight.
that
So
sucks. He just
yeah.
got back on your regular schedule and now he's going back on night shift.
He's been on day shift all week. Like finished a day shift yesterday, and now he's going on night shift tonight. Are you working tomorrow night too? Or are you off tomorrow? You got to work during. Okay. I thought today was Thursday. My bad, bro. My brain just went.
Well, I was
Yeah.
about to say, what is today? But I'm remembering, okay, we're on
It's
at 7
obviously
o'clock in the
it's
morning. It's
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Shit.
It's not Jesus's birthday. It's Willie Nelson
Jesus'
Day.
birthday is, yeah, it's Willie Nelson Day,
Every
William.
Wednesday is not
Get it.
Jesus. I had to have a conversation with him over the weekend because he's sitting here talking about how we got to go over for Easter to my parents. He said we got to go. It's Jesus' birthday. No, it's Jesus' death
No,
day. Get it
it's
right.
Jesus' zombie day.
Friday, Good Friday is Jesus' death day.
Death Day,
That
and Easter
Sunday is
Sunday
Zombie
is
Jesus Day.
a zombie Jesus Day. Yeah, not his birthday, William. And so, how did he
Get it
get that every
right.
Wednesday is Jesus' birthday?
I don't know. How did you get that every Wednesday is Jesus' birthday? Because they don't know when he was born. Well, what the hell makes you think it's a Wednesday?
I almost spewed my tea on that one.
I'm There's a reason that I typically sit over at my desk because if he's in the bed
You want to slap him?
next to me, he just my brain.
So William's theory is that every Wednesday is Jesus' birthday because we don't know what his birthday is.
When I asked him why Wednesday,
Not
he said
you.
because
Happy
it's
birthday,
hump
dude.
day.
When
I
she
don't know
asked
why that makes sense, but
why Wednesday, he said because it's hump day. Why does that make sense?
I
Well,
dare. Have a good day at work. What?
yeah, have a good day at work, Dara. Be safe out there.
Which one?
Right, Joanne, rebirth as an entity.
No. Resend it to me so it's the most recent. I'll show her later.
So my husband is sitting here nodding over that. That makes perfect good sense to him. Why
It
it's
must be something to
Wednesday?
do with a
What
Y chromosome.
exactly?
Best I can figure. Rebirth is an entity. Yes. Technically that is what it is. We are contrary and difficult. We call it Zombie Jesus Day. It is what it is.
Yeah.
No disrespect. You have
None.
your beliefs, that's fine.
No, and we love zombies.
Yeah.
We really love zombies. I mean, zombies are cool as long as they're not eating your brains. I
Oh,
mean,
I almost made a very, very not safe for work joke on a Wednesday morning at 7 o'clock.
well, we are just on our own little skeleton key network here, so we have no rules. You can say it.
I don't know if you want me to say like I don't. This is what happens when I don't sleep, Terry, because my mind, the first thing that just about popped right out of my mouth was you said as long as they're not eating our brains. My first like what wanted to come out was no, there are better things you can eat, but this is
I, you
why.
know, I knew that. I wasn't gonna question it. I was just gonna let you roll with it because when I said that, that little devil that sits on my shoulder was going.
Yeah, but I'm usually better at controlling them. That one almost came out.
Are my devil horns poking out yet? Just so everyone knows, I legitimately
William,
am.
you are not going to sit next to me and meow at the cat.
I am legitimately the devil, if y'all didn't know it. I was born with the mark of the beast. 666 is my birthday, June 1966. So, y'all have seen it. Back then, when I went to the Dollar General yesterday to get Lenny cigarettes, or maybe it was the day before, when she asked me for my ID, I handed it to her. I said 666, and she's like, I've never met anyone with that birthday. I said, because there's only one devil, right? She cracked up laughing, and I'm like, but it's true. There's only one devil, so now y'all can say you've officially met the devil, and I walked out.
Well, so,
I
anyways,
love doing that to
I actually
people in the
went and
South.
pulled up. So I have several sites that I used for my research, and I knew there was more to the mugwort other
No
than just
shit.
the, you know,
666
the
is me.
yep. No shit given here. Other than being a mild hallucinogenic, it's actually really good. Has a wide range of benefits. A lot like it's very similar to pot in that sense, having such a wide range of benefits because we all know that getting high is not the only thing that pot can do. For myself, it gives me an extreme amount of pain relief from my nerve pain. I know that I know there's been a lot of research that shows how much it helps during chemotherapy with the nausea and not being able to eat.
Absolutely. And I can testify to that. We had actually quit smoking pot for years. I think maybe it was about 2 years. And then I was diagnosed with cancer and started going through chemo. And because of the pain, it was like, well, shit, let me try to hit that bong again and see what happens.
Mhm.
And, it definitely helped. I didn't get sick going through chemo. I mean, there was times it was close, but I did not get sick. And the biggest thing
Well,
I have found,
it really is a miracle drug in my
eh,
opinion.
same, and what I have found, the biggest thing I have found is all the prescription anxiety drugs and, panic attack shit that they give you. I can't function if I take that stuff. I am a zombie, and I mean, like lay down on the couch, and I don't give a shit about anything. The house can burn down around me,
See, I have been
or
extremely lucky when it comes to that because of the unique nature of the mental disorders that I have. I can't not have meds, but I have been so lucky, at least with the doctor that I have now, that we have
right,
found medication that doesn't do that to me. I have had doctors and meds in the past that did that where I was just a zombie. I have been very lucky that my doctor works with me so well.
right.
So, but I still well,
Well,
even
and that's my
besides the pain
thing.
relief, I also just like to get high.
Yeah, and that's my thing, Joanne. Is
The
if
side effects can be
if the
awful.
doctors have to give me drugs, I tell them, even though I'm a big girl, you have to give me child doses because I will be in the bathroom puking my guts up on the simplest thing. They can give me something for damn sinuses and it will make me puke. Just depending on what my system wants to do that day.
Mhm.
So, for me, I don't have to take anything to keep me from going postal and killing folks
Yeah.
because I can smoke a little weed.
Yep. Well, I I am under psychiatrist supervision and under treatment for both complex post traumatic stress disorder and bipolar disorder. I don't hide that. I'm pretty open about it. Terry can attest to that. I'm of the belief that if my story helps just one person, it was worth telling. Um, so I can't, you don't want me off lithium. That's all I'm going to say. You do not want me off the lithium. Side effects are not great, but you don't want me off the lithium. Last time I commissioned paintings, Terry. Okay.
Mm.
Multiples.
Oh.
It was, yeah, that's great. That's great.
Yeah,
Uh,
you
anyway,
don't want
so
to
the
be doing
mugwort, back
that.
what I was getting to. It also has been used not just for the hallucinogenic and, for the lucid dreaming and things like that, but it is also used for, it's also been used to potentially help with fever, colds, digestive issues, nervous problems, as well as menstrual problems, like I mentioned. And it's very light and fluffy. When I mix it with my herb, what I do is I spritz just a little bit of water and it all mixes in really, really well together after that because it's really light compared to the pod.
Right.
But it's really nice and it has a really nice woodsy taste. I don't know how to explain it exactly. It's real
Like
herby
a
and I like it.
earthy, yeah,
Yeah, real very
an
earthy.
earthy taste.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, and
we
of
were talking last night. I'm going to ask you because you're more versed in herbs and stuff. I have to go look that
sure.
shit up. They were talking last night for this assignment we have coming up. There's something that you drop into a tea and I guess it changes colors, like it makes it pretty blue, or I forget the name of it. That's why I was asking. Maybe if you knew. One of the classmates is supposed to post all the notes today, so
Mhm.
I'll be able to get you whatever that name of that herb was. We're looking at doing several different herbs, for this ritual that we're doing. And I'll throw this out at you so you can. I mean, you already know kind of what it's about.
Yeah.
Um, Herbs that would represent Jupiter and Pisces is what we're looking for.
Hmm.
That energy, that works with
Yes.
Jupiter being in Pisces.
Like I'm envisioning this whole like Facebook post with pictures and the signs as herbs. You've
Right,
seen those posts where it's like the signs as cats and the signs as
right.
whatever. The signs as herbs. I can see it in my head now.
Well, do you know when I did level one, Mitchell wasn't our teacher in level one, and we had to do a whole paper on specific herbs and what planets they aligned with, and if they were masculine or feminine. And until that point, I never even looked at plants and herbs, in that way. But now I know that plants do align with certain planets, and they do carry masculine or feminine property.
Yes, I know that because
Um,
crystals are the same, and I'm very, very
right,
herbs and
right.
crystals are definitely my thing.
Yeah, and
So,
of course we did, a paper on the crystals, as well too.
mhm.
When crystals are my thing too, so that side of it was a much easier paper for me to do than
Oh
the
yeah,
herb one was. Because it's
yeah.
like, oh yeah, I know about that. I know what that rock is, or and they would try to stump us. They would put all these rocks in a bag, crystals in a bag, and we'd have to pick one and then try to identify it and write a paper. And it was like,
See, and that can
I
even
got soda light. That was easy,
even though I love crystals and I can identify a whole shit ton of crystals. Um, that's actually a really hard, like to mix them all up in a bag, have you pick and identify the one you've got. There are some that unless you like, if it's too small of a piece, like calcite, if it's a big enough piece, you can tell it's calcite
right,
because it literally it has fault lines and will break apart in perfect squares or
right.
rectangles. That's obvious. Square, it's calcite. Points, it's quartz.
Fluorite is another one. Depending on the piece of
Grows in
fluorite,
cubes.
fluorite can look like
Look like
amethyst.
amethyst. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, So
I
I
do
do
like one thing I
remember.
will say with calcite, it always almost has this the raw calcite at least, it has almost a plasticky feel to it. It's weird.
Mhm.
So if it's raw, I can tell a little bit easier. If it's not, the piece has to be big enough.
I will say at that level, I don't know, there was 10 or 12 of us in the class at that time. And I think out of all of them, I think that there was only one piece that someone picked that we were all kind of like, what is that? And I can't even remember what it was that it was some kind of piece of jasper. I can tell you that. But it was one of those that you looked at it and
Oh,
you went,
Jasper and agate. That's
and that's
when
what
you
it
get
was.
into
We were trying to, determine
that's a
which
pain
family
in
did
the
it belong
absolute
to.
ass.
Hmm.
Jasper and agate, like, okay, if you get something that's like polka dotted, okay, well, that's probably Dalmatian jasper. That's an obvious one. But when you get into some of the other ones,
Hmm.
okay, banded agate. That's fairly easy to see. Some of those, it is almost impossible.
Right, right.
So,
So yeah, well, when I pulled soda light out of that bag, I was like, "Yes, I got this. I know what this is." I kept thinking too, before I was, that's that whole manifestation thing. Before the bag got to me, I'm the whole time going, "Oh, please let me get something. I know what it is. Please let me get," because we weren't really supposed to cheat and go to outside resources
so what you're
like the
telling me,
rock plug.
what I'm hearing here is you need me to put together a grab bag of a bunch of different stones, and I'm gonna send it home with you. And next time we're on a show, I'm gonna make you draw them out one at a time and tell us what they are.
Until you're going to give me an assignment.
Hmm.
That might be a good thing for me to do because it's been a while, since I've had to exercise those muscles. And I used to be a member of the Alabama Mineral and Lapidary Society,
Hmm.
which for those people who don't know, I don't want to say
It's a
just
bunch
a
of rock
rock club.
hounds. It's
It's a
rock
bunch of
hounds.
rock hounds who go digging for rocks and crystals and pretty shiny things in the earth. And, when I was with them, I got pretty well versed on,
Hmm.
what rocks were. I learned what a leverite is. Do you know what a leverite is?
I don't.
I do, I do.
Lenny
Hi,
does. T-
Irene.
Tell her, Lenny.
That's one that you leave it right there.
Oh, yes, you've told me that. Because I have this one random. Hold on, it's actually right over here.
Good morning,
It
Irene.
it is literally nothing special at all,
Right,
but it's
right.
orange and it's pretty and it's from the new property that we're moving to, and I saw it and I had to have it, so I brought it home.
But
But it's
that's not a
technically a
that's
leverite,
not it's not a leverite though because it meant something to you.
but to somebody else it would be a leverite. But
Somebody
it's
else it might be a
pretty and it's
leverite.
orange.
Well, hey, a lot of people like orange and rocks of odd colors like that are gonna catch my attention too.
Hmm. Well,
I
orange
could
is my
just
favorite color too, so that makes a difference.
yeah, I could just be walking around and then all of a sudden, ooh, shiny rock, and we gotta stop what we're doing and pick up the rock.
Oh yeah. Psst, go on.
It's cold in Japan, Irene. Well, it's been kind of weird
Girl,
and
have you been outside
funky.
this morning?
I was just gonna say it's been kind of weird and funky in Alabama too.
Ma'am, it's cold. Like I had to turn the heat on last night.
Yeah, I mean, and that's for real. We wake up in
It's
Alabama with the heat
ridiculous.
on, and we go to bed with the air on this time of
Yeah,
year. And
basically.
somewhere in the middle of the night, you have to get up and turn the heat back on.
Oh, so here's one that I want to tell that I think is pretty fun. If you want to add a little bit of flavor, obviously you can add some dried mint. I'm about to kill that cat. I'm just telling you. Okay.
Amanda says gross in Iowa too. She's been dealing with
Yeah.
like
Ugh,
35-mile-an-hour winds with 30-degree temperatures.
that's nasty.
That's
So yeah,
really
you can
gross.
obviously add some mint, some peppermint, but you can also, if you buy some chamomile, not like a tea bag, but like if you go to an herbs somewhere that has herbs and you actually buy the
Books, beans, and
dried
candles,
bud.
metaphysical shop in Birmingham.
Yes, I happen
Give
to
them that
prefer
keyword again.
Pastafarian. I happen to
Pastafarian.
prefer the Roman chamomile, which books, beans, and candles also sell. When you grind those up in your grinder, you're going to notice when you open it back up, it has a very, very sweet honey-like smell. It will actually, if you mix that in with your pot, it is actually going to add an undertone of honey flavoring to your pot.
Ooh, very nice.
Yes.
So Irene saying
But
they
it
just had a
also can
tropical
help settle your
storm.
stomach if you're having tummy issues.
Well, weed will do that for me all on its own anyway. If I'm having upset belly and stuff, I can. It definitely does help the nausea. That there's something to why people use it when they're going through chemo. It really does help the nausea.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
You can
Irene, I
also,
hope y'all
did
are
you know you
okay
can
over
also,
there.
yeah, I hope y'all are as well.
They had another earthquake over there yesterday too. Pastafarian got it, Collins. I need a room.
Nice.
I was gonna say, should I look up his phone number, but I won't do that.
It's online.
It's online. He is a witch. It won't take him long to probably put out a secret spell to see what the fuck.
Another
But
snowstorm. Ew.
worth it.
Hashtag worth it. Hashtag worth it. Oh goodness gracious.
And oh my God, Rosie, if y'all only knew Mitchell, he is Mitchell is a great guy. I do not want to give the wrong impression of Mr. Haggard. But let's just say his sense of humor doesn't.
He can come off a little crotchety sometimes, but he's not
Yeah,
really.
his sense of humor, let's say his branches maybe don't reach as far as ours do, and I could see him now finding out that Jess and I have set this Pastafarian out there. I can
Mhm.
see the rolling of the eyes that I'll give when I go in the shop.
It's gonna be fun.
I'll have to inform the rest of the classmates that we've done this on our vodcast here, and so everybody can kind of.
No, it's hey good. It's not Hagrid. That would
It's,
be funny.
that would be funny. That would be it. But it's close. It is Hagood, Hagood. So it is really, really close. Let me just come in and say Hogwarts.
Lord.
Well, I won't throw the names, but our male team member that lives here in Alabama.
Mhm.
He always tells that other person that he's associated with, whenever she's going that way, are you running over to Hogwarts again? He always refers to it as Hogwarts. I mean, it's
Well, I
legit.
mean,
There
well,
are worse things than books, pens, and candles could be known by.
I'd like to know where my owl is.
Right? I mean, we've asked for that too. We want the damn special invitation with the owl. We're thinking maybe level 5 will get that.
We better. It better.
I mean, because
I feel like
about the little. I'm going to break code here, but I know that you know about the thing that you get after you graduate, the thing that you're not supposed to talk about, the thing.
Mhm.
So maybe the thing that we're not supposed to talk about when we get to level 5 will be the owl.
Could be it.
And
If
I
not,
want
if
mine.
not, we're gonna protest.
Right, and I want mine to be white too. Damn it! So I'm just saying, I want the Snow White owl just like Harry Potter.
I have my stuffed Hedwig, but she's over on my desk and I'm not over there. So
And I'll even do one better, Mitchell. You send me a white owl, I'll name it after you. I'll just call it Haggy.
Lord have mercy. He's gonna kill us.
I was gonna say I'm gonna be in so much trouble.
Oh yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, a pink owl would be cool, wouldn't it? Or a purple owl. See if I get a white owl, I could dye it any color I wanted.
This is true.
Hmm Have one purple wing, one pink wing.
Oh my gosh, my eye won't stop itching. I'm sorry, y'all.
You're fine.
Oh my lord.
So, how is everyone doing this morning? Y'all haven't really chimed in too much. What has everybody got? Did everybody have a good Easter? Um, we apologize. We did not go live Sunday night. It was Easter, and there was, just some things brewing around in the background for both of us that we really just weren't feeling it, so we just had to take the day off.
Yeah.
Spend time with the
Well, and I
family.
have still been recovering. I know, we told y'all a little bit. I had been sick since December. I had come down with something in December, and I had a COVID test done at that time. It was negative. We did a flu test. It was negative. Couldn't figure out what it was, but I just, never got better. I just kept continuing to get worse and worse and worse. And I finally got to the point where I went to the doctor. And turns out that whatever I had triggered me to develop asthma. They think it was a strain of COVID. So I
Sorry to
have
leave you
I have
stranded
gotten
there.
you're all right. I've been on steroids and I've got a nebulizer and breathing treatments. The steroids have had me all kinds of fucked up because you can't sleep and you sweat, but you're exhausted and you're cranky. And today's my last day. I took my last dose with my 6 o'clock meds this morning. So
So
hopefully,
in a couple of days,
a couple of
like
days
I
I
was
should be feeling more back to normal.
like I was telling you the other day when I was going through chemo, I would have to start taking them like 3 days before chemo, and
Hmm.
take them every day until the day of chemo. And then that was on Tuesday. So by Friday night, I would start coming down off the steroids. So you could probably look forward maybe Saturday, Sunday to
Yeah.
start coming down. Which that'd suck if you do the big crash on Sunday since we have the live show Sunday night. But we'll get there. Even if I have to go on
Even if
live,
I have
but
to make William get on the show with you, we'll get there.
oh yeah, well, we can put the husbands on that night if we have to.
The husband
Brother William.
special. Lenny
Uh,
in the cod in his closet.
Hey, Lenny in the Cod in this closet featuring William. We'd have to come up with some kind of catchphrase for William.
I'll figure one out. And what I will do, y'all, because I have several websites that I used when I was doing my research on because I know a lot of the metaphysical properties, but I had to learn a lot about the different medicinal properties as well as the different terpenes that are in some different herbs that work well with cannabis. I'm gonna compile all those links into a post, and it will be on the Skeleton Key Network page. So if you do happen to partake in a little grass, you'll have that info. But a lot of them, you can actually substitute cannabis for mullein, or there's a few other things you can substitute and make a smoking mix without any cannabis or tobacco in it. So
Right, and
I'll put all that on there.
just for the people who do smoke weed. Excuse
Hey,
me, ladies in the background. Hey, for the people that do smoke weed, if you
hey.
ever get in a pinch and you run out, you can smoke mugwort. It will,
I do prefer to mix it with a few other things, but I'm
because
not a
it doesn't taste
huge
real
fan
great.
of it on its own. But yes, you can use mugwort as your base, and then you can add in, maybe the passion flower adds sweetness, or chamomile for honey, or mint for a minty flavor. There's lots of options.
You see that comment I just started? Throw that up there for us. Put a hex on the husbands and let them wear a thong live on stream. Says
All right, so
Irene
here
from
the plan
Japan.
for Sunday night
Okay,
is
how you gonna do it right now?
you and Lenny are
Lenny
gonna do the
said,
live show, and you're gonna wear a thong. the whole time.
Lenny said he don't need a hex. He'll do it right now.
William says he will not wear
I
a
don't have a
thong.
thong, but I got a face mask.
He said he won't wear a thong, but he'll
What'd
wear
you
a
say?
face mask.
He says he'll just go commando instead.
Oh, William won't wear a thong. He's just going to go commando instead. This should be a really interesting show.
Really
This feels
smart.
like low hanging fruit.
Gonna need the full body.
Do you hear him singing
Hey,
free balling?
William's in the background singing "Free Ballin'."
I'm not sitting next to William nuts. William fucking nuts. I ain't doing it. I like William, but not that much.
I don't
We
know.
ain't doing no
Lenny
nut
says he
bump.
likes you, but he don't like you that much.
He said
He don't want to see your balls.
he said he ain't sitting next to
No,
William's
no, 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 no,
nuts.
no. You're nothing but a thong. You misunderstood. I didn't mean a thong under your clothes. I meant nothing but a thong. I'm getting a look.
Now William is retracting. He didn't realize that he was just volunteering to be on camera, free balling. He thought he was wearing clothes and free balling under the clothes. Lenny
Me and
said,
that
"Where's
cat are
the
fixing to fight.
Amanda's saying, let him run, dude, run."
I'm out of here.
They're used to it, Amanda. They're used to it.
She
William, are
knows.
you used to my bullshit?
Once in a while, a new one will come out.
Well, yeah. Well, I gotta keep you on your toes. I gotta swap it up.
Trust me, free balling would be its own show. Me free balling. Should I say three balling?
Lenny's talking about him three balling. It's a bedside joke. Would be its own show.
Watch them cat balls light up. Oh god.
And Irene said,
Oh
"Watch them cat
god.
balls light up."
Cat balls down.
8 o'clock on Wednesday morning, and we got the World Wide Web talking about William and Lenny's nuts. Who would have ever thought?
Hey, at least we're not talking about farts yet.
Oh, hey, only because I was
Amanda
strong
said,
enough.
"With the wig."
Only because I was strong enough not to look at my husband a little while
No.
ago and ask him if he had just farted because I was ready to punch him.
Right. All right. My classmates are waking up. I'm starting to get text messages. Happy 420.
It's the end of the day. I have not smoked yet. I gotta get my box down. I gotta get my stash box down. And did I show you my fan? Oh yeah, I did. I showed you my beautiful pink rolling cones because I can't roll a joint to save my life. So I buy the pre-rolled cones that I have a little funnel that I put. They're pink. I got pink ones.
Amanda there is talking about Jeff and Lenny in the elevator because Jeff is her fiance, my future brother-in-law up there, and apparently he has a how do you say it? The gift of flatulence. I guess he can just walk and rip, and it's just.
Ooh, okay. Now hold on.
Fart on
Them
the man.
walking farts are a whole different breed. My nanny does that. Okay. Oh, oh, that is a different breed of fart.
My mother-in-law used to do them walking breeds apart too, and she could clear out Walmart.
Oh,
Amanda says gassiest mofo ever. So
God.
then my husband, Amanda and I were having a whole fart conversation about these men, and Jeff was unaware. And so for all the men out there who just like to gas people out of places, and you don't know this little trick, this is my husband's favorite thing to do: get on an elevator, let a silent one rip, and then get off the elevator and leave, your stench in the elevator. Of course, Amanda's fiance thought that was the funniest shit ever. And, we had quite the conversation about that.
Or
In the Wilson house, you never know where we're going to go in conversation.
at Walmart they have the circular clothes rack that you can if you wanted to, if you're small enough, you can
Right.
get the center and hide.
Right, right.
Get in there, hide, duck down, nobody can see you, and just fart. Just stay there for a few hours and just
Just sit
gas
there and fart.
everyone who comes by.
Look, Jess just gave you a new thing you could do, letting you know the round clothes racks in Walmart. She said you can get in there and stay there for hours and just fart and gas everybody that goes by. He said he's done that in the dressing
Oh
rooms.
God. I've done things in a dressing room, farting wasn't it?
Exactly. Letting flatulence loose all over the world is it must be a guy
It's
thing.
definitely not my
No,
talent.
women do it too. You fart in your sleep.
We don't go around trying to gas folks.
Exactly like Jess said, we don't go around trying to natural gas, folks.
No, that's why y'all are grumpy all the time. Release. Release.
Can y'all
Here,
hear him in the
I'm gonna
background?
send look over at the private chat because I can't say this out loud for you. Trust me.
Okay, let me go see. Shit, I have to figure out how to do that now. How do I do that? Oh, no. Where? Oh, private chat. There it goes. It just popped up on me. Can you see what she said? She can't. I can't.
Don't
I
Uh,
can't say that out loud.
go
uh,
camera.
look. Right. That's
Talk, talk about mustard gas.
right. Oh.
Get down. Get down. Look over
Okay,
and
I
the
think
cat's
I'm
on
dead.
top of the fish tank. All right. Well,
I'm dead on that note.
we're done. We're done. You're welcome. I'm glad that I could give you that this morning. Um, thank y'all for joining us. Like I said, I'm gonna try to have that post up sometime later today, but I haven't been to sleep at all. So it might be tomorrow. Just fair warning.
Napalm gas, Irene says. That's pretty much what the private comment just said, Irene. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We all have a fabulous rest of the week and
Wonderful
I
420.
a wonderful 420. Celebrate excessively for
Yep.
420.
Because we sure
Okay.
are. Because we are gonna de-stress.
Lenny's back in.
We're gonna de-stress everything out.
This is his day, man. This is Lenny's day. 8 days left of what, Irene? April? Is that what we're talking about?
There are
Um,
more than 28 days in April. What are
yeah,
you
what you
smoking
talking
over
about?
there?
I mean, are we napalm gassing people in 8 days, Irene? What are we talking about here? Um, do we have a surprise coming in 8 days? What's up? Now we have to wait a minute and let
Yep. Now we
Irene.
have to wait.
Oh,
Oh,
our
her
Facebook
Facebook
jail.
jail.
Facebook
Just so
jail.
everyone knows, because I know y'all can't see her, she is over here commenting on YouTube.
Yeah, because yeah, Irene and I both we share a cell in Facebook jail.
See, I don't. I did get a warning one time, and it was really funny because I literally got a warning because my brother commented something silly, and I jokingly told him I'd beat his ass, and I got in trouble for that. So
Well,
I
as
just
you know,
so
I
I
just
just
got out of
texted it
Facebook
to him
jail for
instead.
something I
So
posted 2 years ago. I mean, it's like, are you really that desperate to find shit on
well,
people that you're
hey,
gonna go back two
they wouldn't
years
let me
ago?
post that comment, so I just texted it to him instead. Cut out the middleman. We're good.
Right, right. Yeah, just direct text your threats.
Yep, basically that's what Facebook's teaching us. All right,
So
y'all. Well, y'all have an
speaking of
awesome
napalm
420.
gas, our roommate just napalm gassed us out of here. So yeah.
I'm gonna go and I got an appointment with some gas. So
We will see y'all Friday morning at 11. We have
yeah,
no idea what we're talking about Friday, but we'll come up with something. It may be napalm gas.
who
Trace
knows?
Bola.
Lenny's back here saying Trace Bola.
Bye,
Look
y'all.
up the Spanish reason meaning for it, and you might understand. Is all I can tell. So hit us with that one-liner, Jess, and let's do it.
um, do you Do you hear my
I was
cat
gonna,
yowling and heat in the background? Does that count
I
as a
was,
one-liner?
I was gonna say the pussy in the background can just be the one-liner, and
Yeah.
we'll
What you
see.
Don't
call
worry.
me?